This is a topic I wanted to talk about for the past few weeks, but obviously things happen and I haven't had the opportunity to do so until now. And yeah, this is going to be a hot take from me. So, word on the street broke out sometime in late February, according to Jason Schreier, that Rockstar Games was asking all of its employees to return to the office 5 days a week starting in April for security and productivity reasons as they enter the final stretch for developing GTA 6. The employees are apparently not thrilled about this because obviously they have been used to working remotely, and that's something that's been a thing since the lockdowns from the pandemic back in the 2020s. But in my opinion, I completely understand why Rockstar is asking their employees to go back to the offices and work 5 days a week in the final stretch for production of Grand Theft Auto 6. This is nothing new when it comes to video games, and there is the past history of crunch time at Rockstar when it comes to GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a lot of controversy about that, and allegedly Rockstar did change some policies after Red Dead Redemption 2 came out as a result of all that backlash that happened many years ago. So they're having some changes within the company. But I think that most of the employees at Rockstar know exactly what they signed up for when they went to go work for one of the largest, most successful video game companies in the world. Crunch, yes, is not good because it puts long, stressful hours on its employees in order to get a game out in the final phase. But this is, like I said, it's nothing new. Many other studios have been doing this for years. The other reason why I believe that Rockstar wants their employees to shift from remoting to going back to the office for the final year of production for GTA 6 is pretty obvious: the security issues. Most of us recall the now infamous leaks of images and raw video from the beta back in 2022, as well as a recent leak in December prior to the release of the GTA 6 Trailer 1, where there was like a quick, 10-15 second phone video of one of the employees of Rockstar's monitors at home showing the Vice City skyline. It was either the employee's son or a friend of the employee's son that recorded and ultimately posted that video, but this is case in point why it is a security concern for Rockstar employees to be working from home, especially the higher level employees. Low level employees or employees with disabilities or other health issues, completely understandable for them to continue working remotely. So maybe not all employees need to come back to the office 5 days a week, but the devs involved directly with making GTA 6 should be doing that work from the office, not from home, especially in light of security issues in the past and the fact that there will be security concerns going forward up until the release of Grand Theft Auto 6, hopefully in 2025. Rockstar and Take-Two has invested a lot of time and tons of money into Grand Theft Auto 6. This is one of the most highly anticipated games of the 2020s. And yeah, there are unfortunately elements out there that are going to once again try to get whatever leaks they can. And it seems pretty obvious that any Rockstar employee working remotely is putting themselves and their company and this game in a very vulnerable position to potentially be leaked once again. The good news is, like I said a moment ago, Rockstar, since 2018 and the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2, has been trying to improve working conditions for their employees regarding the controversial crunch time that happened leading up to the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. If you look at the gaming industry as a whole, it's not a good time because a lot of studios are unfortunately shutting down or at the very least cutting people loose. A lot of people have lost their jobs in the video game industry over the past few months. I do understand the frustration of some Rockstar employees that have gotten used to working remotely from home, their apartment, condo, etc. But this is their boss. This is their employer, Rockstar and Take-Two. If they say that starting in April, you're going to be working in the office again 5 days a week up to the launch of GTA 6, they're the ones paying your salary. That's just the reality of the situation for everyone else that works, that's not in the gaming industry. If your boss tells you to do something, to show up 5 days a week to work, Well, you show up 5 days a week to work. And to be fair, Rockstar allegedly put out this email back in February, and they've given their employees some time to adjust and shift towards going from remote work to working back at the Rockstar Studios once again in April. It's not like the email said, hey, starting next week or starting tomorrow. They've basically given their employees about a month to prepare. The counter argument would be, well, Rockstar isn't giving their employees enough time. Well, what is enough time exactly for employees to shift from remote work to working back in the office once more? 6 months? 12 months? Wouldn't matter because some people would obviously complain. Like I stated earlier, I'm sure there are lower level employees that are not a security threat when it comes to the work they do, as well as employees that have health disabilities that Rockstar might consider allowing to continue doing remote work. But a lot of the Rockstar developers and employees are probably working in sensitive areas to various degrees, and they don't want any further security risks or delays when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 6. And since there's currently a lot of unemployed developers and programmers out there from other companies, if some of these employees protest too much, then Rockstar is probably going to start looking at these unemployed programmers and developers with years of experience who would be more than happy to have a job once again, even if that means working 5 days a week at the office instead of via remotely. To quote one of my favorite characters from Regular Show, Benson,
and get back to work or you're fired.
In this situation, who do you side with? Rockstar or the employees? Thoughts, views, opinions, welcome as always below in the comments section.